Thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel C from Liberia. It's an honor meeting you on sitting, discussing the key issues which affect African cities. I'm honored to have you today on this platform. Actually, we want to know the experience of how we are doing a land governance system in Liberia.
Okay, thank you so much, Thomas. For the record, I'm Emmanuel C. Davies. Firstly, I must say thank you for this opportunity. It's always good to have these conversations because what it does is that it helps us to grow as Africans. It helps us to know exactly what needs to be done in our different countries. So I really appreciate our work with the Land Authority in Liberia, and over the years, our land sector was a kind of sector that was not friendly, in a sense that it never incorporated everyone. We were like having two categories of land ownership. We had the public land and the private land. So land was in the hands of government and the traditional leaders. That was in the 1800s. Our former president, Emmanuel C. Johnson, saw the need that if Liberia is for Liberians, then Liberians must have right to land ownership. We cannot have the users right, but we must have the ownership right. So there's a big difference right there. Using the land and not taking ownership of the land is far different from using the land and having ownership of the land. So what she did, long story short, she initiated the Land Commission, and then that commission was established in 2009. Forward, we had the Land Authority, which is the institution I work with. The Land Authority was established in 2016. The establishment of the Land Authority was not just, having it to be established, but you need the laws, you need the regulations, you need the guidelines for our land reform. So then in 2018, August, and then September 19, 2018, the president, our former president, Joshua, passed the Land Rights, signed the Land Rights Act, and October 10th, 2018, that law was printed into handbill. The passage of our land rights law became a fundamental step towards our land reform in Liberia. That brought forth the four categories of land ownership. You have the public land, the government land, the private land, and the customary land. Then, Liberians who were users of the land became owners of the land. The land was given back to the people. In Liberia, women never had that opportunity. Women never had the right. For example, women never had the right to own the land. Women are farmers. They contribute some 65 to 70% of our GDP. Yet they were users of the land and not owners of the land. So the passage of the Land Rights Act now gives right to women. So a woman in Liberia today can own land. A woman in Liberia today can even take land that is owned by her late husband for herself. So the four categories of land, I would want to talk about the one that has to do with customary land ownership. The customary land, it breaks into different pieces. You have areas, that is when the customary land is formalized, and then they issue the deed, they do all of their land use plan and so forth, and then they can have that deed, and the land can be divided with each of the inhabitants of that customary community. So you realize that there's something they established in a customary community called the CLDMC. The CLDMC is the Community Land Development and Management Committee. That committee today, in the past, a woman never used to be part of that committee. Today, a woman is now part of that committee. A woman can discuss land issues in Liberia. A woman can now sit at the tables to discuss issues that relate to the growth and sustainability of every woman or even her community. So there is a great progress we've made as a country to reform our land sector. I can tell you that, look, realistically speaking, it's not an event. If you look at when our land rights act was passed in 2018 The LIA established in 2016, and today we have the land rights law. Today we are gaining more knowledge across the country, traveling to other places, seeing what is being done there, bringing it back to our country. We can say that it's not an event, it's a process. And the Land Authority as a whole is being managed by a 5-member board of commissioners, which is headed by Honorable Attorney J. Adams Manoba Sr. He is the chairperson for that authority. And he has committed himself to ensuring that communities in Liberia, land are formalized and these are issued to those communities. So far, we've issued approximately around close to 10 to 15, between 10 and 15 statutory deeds to other communities. So there are a lot of progress being made so far within our sector.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel, for quite an insightful explanation of the trends and the experiences in Liberia. So how do you see the future of your land governance system after this training or after this exchange in Sweden?
I think it will give a new shift. It will give a new look for our land governance system in Liberia, because currently with the thing that came from the LIA, because we have civil society, we have local government, and we have the land authority. So we came with professional surveyors, somebody like my actor Davies, who is a professional seasoned surveyor in Liberia, and having the expertise on board, and then with me being part of this training that is very key to the growth of our land sector, it's going to bring in a lot of transformation, and that is what we are looking forward to seeing. That's some of what we've been looking at through the different intensive training we've been undergoing. So I believe that it's going to serve a great purpose, and it's a purpose that Liberians will benefit from.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel. It was an honor having you here. We wish to have more conversations and engagements in terms of the land experiences in your country, so that we will share notes and improve our urban transformation in land governance systems in our African countries and African cities. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Thomas.
Sure.
Nice talking to you.
Thank you.